folks, it's Amy again in the Senior Lounge with Leslie behind the camera, and today we're going to teach you how to make a Picasso-inspired Cubist portrait out of clay. So in your kit, in your art at home bag, you're going to get a nice lump of beautiful air dry clay and a little plastic knife with a serrated edge. Things you might need in addition to those two items are a sharp pencil, and look around your house, your kitchen, for interesting things that might make some cool texture. You know, there's a coffee stirrer, I've got some chopsticks. It could be really fun. You might also want something to use as a rolling pin. If you have a rolling pin, that's great. If not, you can use any kind of cylindrical item to roll out your clay. So let's make a Picasso piece, shall we? So we also put a bit of cardboard in each kit. And this is so that you have a surface to work on that doesn't make your whole house a clay-filled mess, but also to give it a nice, even drying surface. So take your clay and make friends with it, squish it. Now a little bit about Picasso and Cubism. The portrait we're working on is inspired by Picasso's Cubist style, and Cubism is basically looking at one thing from multiple angles. What Picasso and his other artsy friends tried to do with their Cubist work was to recreate for the viewer on a flat surface the experience of actually seeing something. Like when you look at someone's face, you're not experiencing that from one point and one point perspective. You're not looking at it from just one angle. When you're looking at someone's face, you're actually looking at it from multiple angles in different times. So Picasso in his Cubist works was trying to recreate that experience. So that's why you see one eye from the front, you see one eye from the side, see a side view profile of the person's face, but you also see, or maybe a nose or a mouth from the front. And when you think about it and you really look closely at how you yourself are experiencing the world visually, it's actually really appropriate. So here we are, we got our big thick pancake. Next, we're going to cut a nice organic face-like shape. All right, so we have a face. I'm going to use a little bit of water to smooth out the edges. Got some serration here on the knife edge. Oh yeah, that's really cool. And you can go buy all sorts of fancy tools for clay working. With each step, you want to smooth things out. We're going to figure out our profile. I'm going to draw a forehead, nose. All right, works for me. Next, we're going to make a nice, long, skinny worm. I'm going to score the skinny worm. That means put a little bit of texture to help it adhere to the clay that's already there. A little bit of water. Okay, so we have our background and we have a line that suggests a profile. Now we have to put in some features. So we've got this leftover clay, and you can use a sharp pencil to do an eye, a front view eye. Let's figure out a place to affix that. Okay, so this is already kind of scored, and maybe next, maybe an eyebrow. You want to work fairly quick because the clay will dry. Okay, so we have our front view eye. Let's think about what the eye looks like from the side. Kind of like a triangle. So we have our front view and our side view eye. Let's think of a cool place to put this. Maybe on this side, a little scoring, a little slip. That's what we call it when we mix clay with water. Let's try, I'm just going to do a nose. We've got our side view nose there. And then here, let's try to do a front view. I think our figure needs some hair. We score and slip, and then use a little bit of water to smooth out the surfaces. You don't want to leave too many little air pockets in here, or else it'll break apart as it dries. And any features that get obliterated by water, clay is very forgiving. You just go back and put them in. Only you know when your piece is fully done, but I would caution you to quit a little before you think you're done. There's a point in any work of art where it's really, really, really good, and you think to yourself, oh, but I can do this one more thing and that'll be even better, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, I'm gonna do some dots in the lower part of the face. And we've got clay left over to do, oh gosh, how about an ear? I'm gonna score it. And a little bit of water for slip. It's gonna add a little bit of drama to this. Picasso was famous for a series of paintings called The Weeping Women. If you read his biography, you know he made plenty of women weep. So I'm going to make a little teardrop. Okay, I think I like this. I'm feeling very Cubist today. All right, so your Picasso portrait will take probably about a day to dry completely. Put it out in our nice warm California sunshine to speed that along a little bit, and it does dry to a beautiful sort of satiny white finish. So I hope you'll really enjoy having this piece around. I love this project because everyone's portrait is going to look different, even though we're all following the same basic instructions, and that's part of the beauty of this style. I look forward to being able to see what you've done at home with your art kits. Please take a picture of it, send it to me on the email address on your screen, or you can share it to social media and do hashtag FCCArtAtHome. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to explore another 20th century artist, Gustav Klimt of the Art Nouveau style. I think you'll enjoy that. Thanks a lot. Be creative. See you next time.